And he was like, okay. And then my sister had an accident during childbirth, and we almost lost her. And after that, he was like, nope, no kids, no kids. And I'm like, well, you can't live in fear. If you want a kid, you need to have a kid. And he was like, nope, I'm good.
Boots here at Reba's Buds and Balloons. They got everything for an unforgettable Valentine's. Gorgeous bouquets, decanted chocolates, cuddly stuffed animals, and more. They are the only florist in Okmulgee County with upgraded Teleflora vases, the perfect touch for your Valentine. This week, Reba's is delivering surprises to surrounding communities, bringing love to their door. Stop by to check out unique Valentine gifts. Don't miss out. C3 local raw honey on sale until February 14th.
Good morning, Green Country. Thank you for dropping in on us this morning and visiting with me and my good little friend, Macy Tucker, on this episode of Mornings with Missy. And as always, I want to pause as we get started and thank our very special sponsors, Reba's Buds and Blooms. So drop in and see Reba's for all of your floral and gift needs for this Valentine season, and make sure that you make sure that you ask for Amanda and Robert, because we know who the boss lady is over there. We love those two. Thank you, and we appreciate their beautiful arrangement as always. So, Macy, thank you for joining us this morning. It has been a wild and crazy morning already we have gotten started.
Yes.
And this is our official Valentine episode of Mornings with Missy. And today we're going to have a fun conversation with Macy. Last week we heard about finding love on the ocean, on the cruise, as from one of our local celebrities here. But today we're talking about online dating. So when I thought about that, I was like, who do I know that surprisingly a lot of people have met their significant others online.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to dive into all of that. But as we get started, we always do a cup of the week. You brought your cup.
Yes.
Share with me your cup.
So this is my favorite cup. I think it's actually a tea cup, but I drink everything out of it, normally coffee. So this is from Seattle. My heart and soul is in Seattle, even though I'm born and raised in Oklahoma. Seattle's my happy place. And I want to know about your cup of the week.
Well, thank you for asking, Macy. How sweet of you. This cup says, love you, mean it. So I had this cute little assistant that used to work for me, and she always thought that I said, love you, mean it, when I was talking on the phone to my kids, but I actually said, love you, bye. And she showed up and gave me this cute little mug. Her name, oddly enough, was Macy. So, anyway, okay, Macy, tell me what prompted you to jump on a dating site. What led you up to that?
So it was during COVID. So we were all on the lockdown, and it was something to pass time while I was locked in my house, and gave me a little bit of human connection when we didn't have much.
Okay, that I did not realize, but that's so true. I know that my kids have told me, they hated the dating world. And all of that. Now, your mom, we want to give a shout out to Mom, because her mom was going to be here on the show with us. Because was it around the same time that
she met her now husband online back in, I was in elementary school.
Oh, okay.
So,
probably
15 years ago-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mom is not able to be with us this morning because she's at home, and she's old enough to get this movie reference, but your mom's at home romancing the kidney stone. So we hope she's doing okay. And
she's on some good meds.
Okay. So. All right. So what dating site did you jump on when you started?
We met on Hinge.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's still an app now. Probably. I feel like I know a lot of people who met their boyfriend's husband on Hinge. Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes I think Brad and I would say we met on Unhinged.
probably accurate.
Okay, there are so many. How do you pick which one?
Well, Tinder's more of a hookup site, and Bumble was big back then, but the woman had to reach out first. And I mean, I wasn't against that, but it was just kind of dry. I'd be like, hey, or, say something, and then, so I just, I preferred Hinge. I also liked Hinge because, you had your pictures and you had the information, but it also had topic starters on there, like conversation starters. So I know that I had something, we were trying to remember recently what the topic was, but I had put something like, well, obviously Bigfoot is real on my, because I still believe that, truly, that he is real and he is out there. But that was one thing that Jacob had brought up really early in our conversations, was that he also believed in Bigfoot. Okay. So we talked about Bigfoot for like literally 3 days straight. Okay. And if you've never online dated, and there's multiple guys or multiple whatever, you kind of just have nicknames for them. So he was Bigfoot Boy for a very long time.
So I've had that conversation recently with someone, and that's what that she said the same thing. She was like, my friend who was doing the online dating, we had all of the, the little nicknames. So it was either whatever, Bigfoot Bob or Fireman Bob or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So in this day and age that we're in, and it seems like it's come on so fast, all of the AI conversation and everything. Yep. And I don't know about you. I'm sure your feed's not any different than mine on social media. You hear that train? Yeah. Yeah. But my feed has been filled with all of the ChatGPT, AI. I mean, there are some photographs that I see where I look like an AI, but my poor friends, they're all looking like unfiltered. Right. So, now your husband's name is Jacob. Did he look like the pictures that he had posted?
Love my husband. Oh, sorry. Love my husband. He's not the most photogenic. So, yes, he did. And he looks a lot better in person than he did in the pictures. Because he also didn't have, I take good pictures of him, but he didn't have girls taking pictures of him at the time for him to put on on his thing. So it was a lot of him with a fish. There was one with him on a boat, which is the true reason why I swiped right on his profile, because I swiped right on anyone who had a boat on their profile. So, and we talked for a long time and Snapchatted with pictures for a long time before we met in person. Yeah. So I knew exactly who I was going to be meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
How important do you feel it is to be genuine and honest?
That is number one importance, I feel like. Because if you end up meeting in person and it is not, you're done immediately. Yeah. Like, you're just like, okay, I'm out. Yeah. So honesty and open communication is number one, especially when online dating.
Yeah. What was your first date in person?
So I was living in Owasso, and he was living here in Okmulgee. And he came and picked me up because he's a gentleman. And that made me so nervous that he would know where I lived and I'd be in a car with him. First time I've ever met this man, but I told all my friends. I gave all my friends my location on my phone, and they were tracking me the whole time, But he came and picked me up, and I worked at a coffee shop, and he wanted to try our Lotus energy drinks because he had never heard of them. So we went to the coffee shop. I made him a drink. And then I had a coupon for a free bowling lane. So he learned then that I was a bit of a penny pincher because I used a coupon on our first date. But we went and bowled. I think we either did 1 or 2 games of bowling. And then we were going to go to Los Cabos in Owasso, but the line was out the door and I wasn't really sure how the date was going to be going. So I was like, let's not be stuck, waiting.
Standing in line, waiting.
Yeah. And he was like, well, yeah, we can go wherever you want. And I was like, let's just go to Cane's and then we can eat at the park. So we got through the drive-thru at Cane's. We went to the park and ate, and then it was going well, so we went on a little walk, and then there were so many times that, we could have been like, okay, the date's over.
Yeah.
But then he was like, well, I've never really been to Owasso. Will you show me around? And so we just drove around, and while we were driving around, there was actually an outdoor movie playing. It was, I had never seen it before, the baseball movie where, are they ghosts, I think? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of course, yeah.
So, he parked and...
Field of Dreams.
Yes.
It took me a minute.
Yeah.
Macy, my memory's perfect, but my recall sucks.
Hey, well, I knew someone would know what I was talking about. Watched the movie, and then he took me home.
Perfect date.
Yeah.
Perfect date.
Yeah. And we literally saw each other every single weekend after that, ever since.
So that's how you knew.
Yeah.
So at that point, then, any of the others that you had swiped right on because they had a boat.
Right.
History.
Yeah.
Bigfoot Boy.
Yeah. Once we met in person, I'm sure I deleted the apps pretty quickly and never even looked at anyone else.
Never looked back.
Nope.
So Owasso girl, country boy.
Yep.
So here you are. You're living out there in the sticks of. I always say it wrong.
Neaka.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So now you're a true country girl.
Yep.
So let's go back to being transparent and honest and all of that. You had some major life changes.
Yes.
Over the last 9 months.
Yep.
We're coming up on 1 year since you had little baby Jace.
Yep.
That wasn't in your cards.
No.
What about Jacob? Did he have any desire for children? You were very honest with him.
I was, yeah.
About not wanting to have kids.
So that was, obviously something that we talked about really early in dating. And he had said way back when something about, well, I could see me having one. And I was like, well, I don't want kids. So, if you're set on one, we're not going to work out. And he was like, okay. And then my sister had an accident during childbirth, and we almost lost her. And after that, he was like, nope, no kids. And I'm like, well, you can't live in fear. If you want a kid, you need to have a kid. And he was like, nope, I'm good. And then he actually got so strong on no kids, like no kids. And we didn't even want to get married. I didn't ever want to get married. So, he got me there. And we got married, and then, I got pregnant and had little baby Jace, and now he's the best thing ever. And he's so sweet and cuddly and would never go back. And now we actually want more kids, and, we're loving the parent life. But yes, all the plans I had for my life have completely gone south. So life has a way of doing that sometimes. Yes.
And of course, me. I'm always like, well, God has a way of changing your mind, and this is my path for you, Mace.
Yes.
So I'm just going to shift all of these little things and get you scooted right to where I need you to be.
Absolutely.
And be better than you imagine. But that's a real big deal.
Yeah.
Of making sure that you and your partner as you put your life together, are on the same page.
Absolutely.
You have the same goals.
Yeah.
And you are very headstrong. And I love the fact that you said to him, well, you need to be certain.
Right.
Because as much as I like you and I think I love you, if we can't agree on this one big thing,
Right.
then it's not going to work.
Yeah, because that was something I wasn't, giving
Yeah.
in. I was strong on that, and I knew that, if that was something that he wanted, that wasn't something I was gonna be able to give him.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, God said, so. Yeah.
I love it. He does
Yes.
have a sense of humor.
He does, yeah.
I mean, he gave us that. He built that into us.
Yeah.
So you know that he has to have that sense of humor too.
Absolutely.
We imagine sometimes God's this big, sitting on his throne, all serious and, but that's,
Yeah.
he gave us those things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he probably appreciates the humor too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been laughing at me for years saying, just wait to see what comes. Just wait.
Oh, so big adjustment there. But back on the dating thing, what advice do you give to someone that might be hesitant about online dating?
Be hesitant. I mean, it's scary. A lot of scary stuff can happen really quick. I don't think it's ever wrong to get on the app. I mean, do that, meet people. You can always learn something through it, but be hesitant before you meet up with someone for sure. Be careful. It can go bad fast.
Use your common sense.
Yes. Yeah, we talked for, I think, 3 months, every day, all day long, before I could even pretend to want to meet up with him. And I didn't want to. He was asking, he had Fridays off, and I had Fridays off after the coffee shop, Friday evenings, and, he always wanted to, hey, let's meet up, let's go do this, and I was like, no. And my mom was like, who are you talking to all the time? And I'm like, oh, his name's Bigfoot Boy. And he's just a guy. And she's like, well, I want to see a picture. And, I'd show her a picture, and she was like, oh, he's holding a fish and he's on a boat. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, but I'm not, I'm not going to meet up with him. And she and both my grandmas said, you need to go on a date with that boy. And I was like, no, I met him online, and, I'm scared. I don't really trust someone like that. And they were like, no, you need to go on a date with him. Just give him a shot. And it worked out. So be hesitant, but also, if it feels right, do it.
Yeah. Yeah, if it feels right.
Yes.
Right.
If they're saying, meet me at 10 p.m. at this dark alley and get in my van, maybe don't do that. Just a pro tip for you. So.
A pro tip.
Pro tip, yeah. Pro dating here.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. I needed this little humorous break. This has been so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that I did not have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, so grateful. A few weeks ago, well, it's probably more like 6 weeks ago, I put a post out on my personal Facebook page, and I asked how many of you or who of you of my friends had met your spouse, your significant other online. And I was shocked at how many came through saying, I did. People that I had no idea that they had met their husbands or wives online. So that was an eye-opener for me.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
And I do think that a lot of people don't willingly share that information either. Because it kind of has a sour taste still when people are like, oh, how did y'all meet? And you want to hear a cute story and you have to say, oh, online.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of or
Absolutely
to hide,
not.
obviously. But, it's not something that I willingly just throw out there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Jake and I met online and blah, blah, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it is a fun story and obviously stuck with me because I reached out to you right away about that. Macy, thank you so much for dropping in this morning. This has been a blast.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming by. Now, Macy, she works over at the county courthouse, so you'll see her on the second floor.
Yep.
Love what you guys have done to that facility over
It looks
there, too.
good. Lindsay's done a great
good.
job with that office.
Yeah. It's so, I mean, nobody wants to go to the second floor of the courthouse because that's usually means we're writing checks for taxes or something, but at least it feels more warm and inviting now when you walk in.
Yeah.
So, all right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Did I leave anything out though? No, we
so.
covered all the bases.
I think so.
Right. Thank you. This has been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us, and happy Valentine's. Be sure and don't wait till the last minute. Make sure you're getting all of your sweets and treats for your special someone before it's too late. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week on Mornings with Missy.
Yeah.